Good morning, guys. Today we're going to be going through my morning routine. This is basically everything that I do from start to finish when I get ready in the mornings. Hopefully you enjoy this and you're able to see and learn about some new products. I'll talk through everything that I do, why I do it, and why I like these items. And if you have any questions, please reach out, let me know. Links will be down below. Again, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Shantel Rousseau. On this channel, we cover fashion, lifestyle, and beauty. You can find me on Instagram at Shantel Rousseau. You can find my blog at simplyshantel.com. So let's get started. First things first is brushing your teeth. I actually use the Jason Power Smile Whitening Paste. I love Jason as a brand, and I find that their natural toothpaste is one that is effective but also doesn't taste terrible. A lot of them taste really, really bad, and I find that this one does a really good job. And there's no SLS, no artificial colors, no preservatives, no sugar, no artificial sweeteners, anything like that. So I really like this one. After I'm done brushing my teeth, I use a whitening product, so I rotate. So sometimes I use the Pearl Drops. This is the Ultimate Whitening Concentrate. It's actually a 1-week treatment, but I just use it every couple of days or so. I either rotate between this or the Dr. George Dental White Gel. Both are good, both are non-abrasive. They don't hurt my gums, they don't irritate my mouth at all, and I really, really like them. I drink a lot of coffee and wine and stuff, and I don't always use straws, so this really helps to maintain my teeth on a regular basis. I prefer this to strips or going to the dentist because I feel like consistency is better that way. So today I'm going to do the Pearl Drops, and you really just need a little bit. You don't need a lot because you've already brushed your teeth. Do it like normal. Now is for the fun part. I am ready to wash my face. You'll see how I do it, but I do double cleanse in the morning just to get off any retinol, any of the heavy treatments that I was doing the night before. Always need a headband because it gets a little messy when I wash my face sometimes. This one is old from the Face Shop, but I really like the Body Shop. They do some really good ones, and you can also find some really good ones on Amazon too. So like I said, I like to double cleanse in the morning, so it usually rotates. Sometimes I will use the Shuamora Blanc Chroma cleansing oil. If you've been following for a while, this is nothing new. I love these oils. I feel like they do such a good job. This one's the brightening one. They have one for like every different skin type and skin concern. This one's my favorite. Or I'll use the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. This is the limited edition one that they recently came out with. Rose flavored one, I think. So today we're gonna go with this one. And I love this. Again, does such a great job. A little bit more luxurious in the morning, and obviously for when you have a bit more time. You can see what it looks like. Oop, and it's super oily. So I'm just gonna use a little bit, and then you wanna put it on dry skin. That's really where you get the most benefit. I like to be super liberal with it because I wanna get everything off, all the grime from the night before. You literally just massage it into the skin. It smells so nice. The better your first cleanse is, the less work your second cleanser has to do in terms of taking off all the grime and reaching your skin. And that's really important because the cleanser that I'm gonna use this morning is one that I really want to help my skin as much as possible. So I really want this cleansing balm to just take off all the grime. And it can be anything, like if you're wearing heavy retinols at night, if you sweat in your sleep, anything. Like yes, washing your face is going to take off that stuff, but I just want to make sure that everything's gone. Don't forget to be super gentle around the eyes. So I like to use the sides of my finger to kind of rub down. And I irritate the lashes, not the actual eyelid, and then rub up. And whatever's on the sides. Don't forget to get in those eyebrows just in case you missed anything from last night. Another thing with washing your face is you can tell I'm taking a while. You want to wash your face for at least 30 to 60 seconds. It's very important, regardless of what cleanser you're using. So I'm pretty happy with this. Now we rinse. Woo! So now it's all done. My face is all clean. All the grime from the night before is removed. You can tell my face is still wet. And now we're gonna go in with my daily cleanse. This is the La Roche-Posay Effaclar. Effaclar is their acne line, so this one is the cleanser for oily skin. Even though I don't have oily skin, I really like this cleanser. I find that it does a good job of being an acne cleanser without drying out my skin too much. And that's probably because there's no actual soap in this, and the pH is a 5.5 to a 6, which is really ideal for someone that is breakout prone without stripping the acid mantle. So this is a really good cleanser, and I highly recommend if you are someone that breaks out and you're looking for something to target those breakouts. It's super clear. You can see where it pumps. I only need a little bit, and I'm just gonna go in on my wet face. So when I break out, I always reach for this cleanser. It's not something that I do every day, because if my skin is clear, I'll only use it maybe once a week to just kind of maintain it. But lately I've been breaking out. So today's morning routine will be targeted towards how I'm taking care of my skin these mornings with my breakouts. Your skin goes through phases, so sometimes you're gonna be in a really good phase, sometimes a rocky one. So your routine and your products will likely change. If your skin is consistent, then your products can be consistent for at least, I would say, 3 to 6 months. Then you want to switch it up whenever it's ran out, just so that your skin doesn't get lazy and used to everything that you're using. I don't put this cleanser anywhere near my eyes because it's not necessary. I really just focus it on my cheeks and my chin because that's where I break out the most. If I had a bit more time, I would break out my Clarisonic, but in the UK, there are no plugs in the bathroom, so I always forget to charge it because I would have to end up charging it like in the living room or something, or in the kitchen, and that's just very strange to me, so I haven't used my Clarisonic in a while. Now we rinse. Nice and clean. Just want to pat your skin, nothing too rough. Absorb the excess water. I always like to see if I have like any leftover soap on my ears or anything like that. Once that's done, before my skin gets completely dry, I'm gonna go in with the next step and take off my headband, fix my hair. So first things first is I'm gonna tone. I always use a toner. I just feel like it balances my skin really nicely and preps it for the next step. You don't have to use a toner if your cleanser is pH balanced, but I just really like that added layer of hydration on my skin before I go in with everything else. So one of my favorite toners, this is actually a brand new one, I'm just cracking it open. I love opening a fresh new product. This is the Algenist Genius White Toner. If you followed me for a while, you know that I love this toner. I've been using it for years. I used to work for Algenist, and this is something that I continue to use regardless of me not being with the company anymore. I love it. It's just hydrating, doesn't break me out, super moisturizing but not greasy, and just preps my skin so nicely. So I just like to use cotton round and just layer it on. All of the forehead. I like to go through my eyebrows as well. Careful if you have had your eyebrows microbladed, you want to be careful with using exfoliating products on it because it will make the microblading not last as long. So just an FYI. Down the chin and the jawline. Now that that's done, I only need about one layer. Go in with my essence and my serum next. The essence is gonna help to add hydration as well and lock it in. I prefer my hydration in thin layers because it can't be too heavy, can't be too greasy, it'll break me out and it just doesn't feel good throughout the day. So I like a really nice thin toner that locks it in, and then I'm gonna go in with some additional products. Especially on days where I'm wearing makeup, I really wanna make sure that the hydration is in there because throughout the day, my skin does get really dry. First up, I'm gonna go in with the Murad Essence. This is from their White Brilliance line. It's a brightening line. Again, it's super liquidy. It's not thick at all, and I just really rub it all over my face. Some people prefer to pat it in. I like to do that at the end when it's all over. That's it. Dries really quickly, goes on clear. One of my favorite products. This is my vitamin C serum, Murad Advanced Active Radiance Serum, one of my favorites. Similar look to the essence, but much thicker. Vitamin C sometimes breaks me out, and I find that this is one of the few ones that don't. You'll notice when I put on my skincare, I do tend to focus on the bottom half of my face. That is usually where I suffer the most issues, the most breakouts, the most pigmentation, that sort of thing. And then again, because it dries rather quickly, at the end, I just like to pat it in. Pat my nose. Perfect. Now you can kind of see I do have a little bit of breakouts here. I do seem to be suffering with something. I just kind of cleared up this side. There's still some leftover ones, but this one recently broke out. I'm not sure what's going on, but one of my favorite serums to target specific breakouts that are live and active is the SkinCeuticals Blemish and Age Defense. The reason why I like this one is twofold. It's salicylic acid based, which that's what you want if you are trying to target breakouts on your face, any type of congestion. But this is actually made for aging skin that is prone to breakouts. So one of my biggest issues with most breakout treatments is it can be targeted or made towards really oily skin or even like teenagers. I like that this is really for the adult that is still suffering from breakouts but doesn't want to dry out their skin at the same time. I just like to use 1 or 2 drops in the areas that I'm suffering from. I don't slather it all over my entire face. I'm just gonna use 1 drop, maybe 2. And that's really it. And I'm just gonna focus on this side of my face because that's what's suffering at the moment. Dries really quickly. Done. Lastly, I'm going to go in with the SkinCeuticals HA Intensifier multifunctional serum to help amplify skin's hyaluronic acid levels. So again, made for everyone. I don't think anyone would not like it. I know it seems like a lot of steps, but this is really to lock in everything that I did and hold down even more moisture before I go in with my moisturizer. Like I said, I prefer to have my hydration in thin layers as opposed to one heavy moisturizer because it just doesn't work for me. I find that those make my skin greasy throughout the day and or clog my pores. I love this serum. It is one of their best sellers, and honestly, if you use it a couple of times, you will absolutely agree. Looks thick and goopy, but it's in, dry, no problem. Will keep you moisturized. Keep everything in throughout the day. Finally, I go in with my moisturizer. Today, I'm using the Zellen's Hydro Shisho Balancing Moisturizer. This is ideal for warm climates, combination skin, oily skin. I don't have either, but I am in a warm climate. It is summertime, and even though London is not super, super hot, spend 1 moment in the underground and you will be melting. I just like to use a little bit of this guy. It's nice and rich. It will start to absorb throughout the day. And I don't want to be super greasy, but I do have to be hydrated. Next up, I'm going to use my eye cream. This is the one I use in the mornings. It is the Carez Wild Rose Brightening Eye Cream, and this has SPF 15. Love this one. Goes on nicely, no ashiness. Not super drying either. Great under makeup. And I simply just use my ring finger very lightly. I do swipe, but in a very gentle way. And then I like to pat a little bit on the lid. I know technically you're not supposed to bring eye creams to the lid, but I like to. Up to the brow bone. Pat, pat, pat. Especially if you're using a concealer every day for highlighting and stuff like that, you really should try and use an eye cream just to give your skin a bit more nourishment. You can really dry out your under eye, and you all know that dry skin equals wrinkles. Last but certainly not least, I'm gonna go in with my SPF. This is by far my favorite sunscreen. I've tried a lot, and a lot of them have broken me out and have been really drying or really greasy, and this just by far is my favorite one. Mixes in very nicely to other moisturizers, doesn't pill, lays under makeup very nicely. It is the Murad White Brilliance Luminous Shield SPF 50 PA++++, which I think the PA pluses are like different grades and qualities of sunscreen. I can double check. But yeah, very high grade, mixes in very nicely. There are like different types of sunscreen nowadays. So beach, sun, city. This is more like a city block. So not only is it gonna protect against the sun, it's also going to protect against pollution. I take the tube, the subway every day. I need something that can really protect my skin from multiple elements, because to be honest, I'm not really outside in the sun that much, but I do need protection from all other things, you know, pollution, bad air quality, smoking, all that stuff weighs heavily on your skin, and that's why city blocks like this, serums with antioxidant protection, free radical protection, really, really, really important. So I just like to use one pump. It's very liquidy, not too thick, and it's perfect for me. And I just jab and slide. Boom. I would say that is very black girl friendly. I've never seen it on skin darker than mine, but definitely on mine you can see. There you go. No makeup, no ashiness, just glow and my zits. I hope you guys like my morning routine. I'm sure it sounds like it's really long and extensive, but obviously not talking and not filming it makes it go a lot quicker. I don't tend to wear makeup every day to work unless I'm going out after or I've got like meetings or something important going on. But I definitely spend my time in the mornings doing my proper skincare routine, because consistency is the most important thing when it comes to your skincare, and ultimately that is going to be the key difference from your skin looking the way it does right now and looking a completely different way 6 months ago, bad or good. So I encourage you to take your skincare seriously, take the consistency of it seriously, and spend a little bit of extra time in the morning and at night to give yourself the skin that you want. So hopefully you guys like this. If you want to see anything more, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Like this video if you found it helpful. Follow me on Instagram for more behind the scenes. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Be well and take care of yourself.